Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be going through the life of a 15-year-old Laurent Chevalier, who is the main character in Murmur of the Heart. It is a plot that follows Laurent as he stumbles his way over the burgeoning swell of puberty in 1950s France, without the help of his family to guide him through the stage of puberty. He does some really bad and nasty stuff. Now let's dive in.
15-year-old Laurent Chevalier is the main character in Murmur of the Heart. It is the plot that follows Laurent as he stumbles his way over the burgeoning swell of puberty in 1950s France. Residents of Dijon are being asked to donate money by Laurent Chevalier and a classmate to help the injured soldiers in Indochina. They're discussing jazz music while asking for donations. They make the decision to visit a jazz shop to purchase the newest album. They steal the record because they don't have any money and even get the store owner to donate to their cause. Laurent offers his friend the donations as he makes his way back to his house, instructing him to count them rather than steal it all. He enters the house after grabbing his cat Joseph from the doorway. He overhears his father, Dr. Charles Chevalier, berating his secretary Solange and threatening to fire her for her lack of competence. After Laurent grins, Dr. Charles offers to drive Solange home because she is crying and gives her his handkerchief. Laurent asks Augusta, the housemaid, if his mother, Clara, is home, and she responds yes. He moves towards the room where his mother and brothers Thomas and Mark are already present. She reprimands Thomas about his grades as Laurent enters and gives him a hug. Thomas responds that his father doesn't care when she says that his father would be displeased. She informs him that it is untrue. After she discovers Thomas attempting to take some money from her, they goof around a little bit. He hands the money over to Laurent, who then gives it to her. She hands it to him after Thomas explains that he needs it to keep up his reputation at the bar, but she cautions him against taking money without asking because she never knows how much she has. She tells Laurent that she is certain that he would never take from her. Before going downstairs for dinner, his brothers joke that he steals from the streets instead. Laurent acts out and refuses to eat when the family is having dinner and talking about politics. As a result, his father sends him out of the room. He hears his father criticizing how his mother raises her sons, and she rushes to see how he is doing. They part ways with hugs. Later that evening, while Laurent is reading in his room, his brothers enter and make fun of him for how their mother treats him. After playing about, they start using a ruler to measure the size of their eggplants. Naughty, naughty kids. They are caught by Augusta, who reprimands them while they flee laughing. The following morning, Laurent gets breakfast quickly and rushes to school because he is running behind and should be serving mass. When he notices that everyone is waiting, he rapidly changes. He uses the explanation that he was assisting a blind man cross the street, but then Reverend Father doesn't buy it. Laurent rushes home to inform Charles after discovering the adultery. Charles rudely turns him aside while he attends to his work. Laurent enters Clara's room and starts ripping her clothes before grabbing a book off of her shelf. He locks the door after entering his bedroom. He puts on his jazz album and starts reading the book while playing with his third leg. Thomas taunts Laurent that he will soon lose his sexual prowess after realizing what Laurent is doing. The following morning at gym, Father Henry, a teacher, calls Laurent in for confession. As he leaves, the other students quip that he should guard his butt. When Laurent arrives, Father Henry informs him that he knows Laurent is only there because confession is compulsory. Father Henry counsels him to stop sinning after he admits his transgressions. He tells Laurent that he has grown a lot this year and compliments his muscles after urging Laurent to take a seat. Laurent tells him he would like to return to the gym after Father Henry puts both of his hands on Laurent's thigh. Father Henry advises him to atone for his sins first before leaving, and the penance must be proportional to those sins. Laurent meets Thomas and Mark at the dining room table after school. Laurent finds out that Charles and Clara are in Paris for a conference. The boys throw a party. One of Thomas's girlfriends teaches Laurent how to kiss for the first time after getting wasted and smoking cigars. The next day in Father Henry's class, students are passing around a caricature of him as the devil while he gives them their grade reports. He hands Laurent his and observes that, despite Laurent still being the best student in the class, his grades are declining. Laurent heads home afterwards and sees his parents have returned from their trip to Paris. His parents talk about their adventures before going to bed. Thomas and Mark then decide to take Laurent to a brothel for his first banging experience. After a few drinks, they take their father's car and drive to Madeleine's brothel. Laurent gets Frida, a prostitute, from Madeleine. Following their dance, Frida and Laurent leave the room with Thomas and Mark's approval. Laurent tries to kiss her as she takes off her clothes, but she declines, saying that she only ever kisses her fiancé and never clients. They are interrupted by his inebriated brothers as they climb into bed and Laurent is about to lose his first seed to Frida. Upset, Laurent gathers his belongings and departs on a scouting trip where he contracts scarlet fever and develops a heart murmur. While Clara and Augusta take care of and amuse Laurent while he is ill, Laurent sees Clara, his mother, out with her lover once more. With the proceeds from the sale of one of their father's antiques, Thomas and Mark use the money to buy books for Laurent. Father Henry brings Laurent his courses from his Catholic school and tells Clara that Laurent has improved in his studies. As a result of maturing due to his illness. Father Henry also urges Clara to treat Laurent more like an adult. Laurent needs additional treatment, so Charles drives him and Clara to a sanatorium. Solange makes hotel reservations for Clara and Laurent. The hotel accidentally puts Clara and Laurent in the same room because of Solange, and as the hotel is already full, there are no other rooms left. Clara requests that Charles bring Thomas and Mark the next time he visits, as Charles bids them farewell. Laurent shows interest in Helene and Daphne, two young hotel guests, while having dinner with Clara. Following supper, they return to their room. While brushing his teeth, Laurent moves his bed to the living room and he helps Clara unzip her skirt after the zipper becomes caught. When he finishes brushing, he is shocked to see her in her underwear. Clara laughs at his reaction and tells Laurent that he is acting just like Charles, especially given that she has no regard for modesty. While Laurent and Clara are playing tennis outdoors, Hubert Bizot, a fellow patient, introduces himself to Clara and invites her to play with him tomorrow. She reluctantly agrees, and Laurent advises her not to play with him because she is a poor player as Hubert leaves. Laurent replies that he just doesn't want people to make fun of her when Clara wonders whether he is jealous. Hubert would teach her how to play then, Clara quips. The following day, Laurent spends time with Helene, and while out for a stroll, they catch a glimpse of Clara and Hubert having fun playing tennis. Infuriated, Laurent inquires if Helene has ever kissed or had injection game with Hubert. She replies that she has not, calling him attractive but conceited. Laurent answers no when Helene asks if Clara likes Hubert. Laurent invites Helene to his room to hear his jazz records after he's finished smoking. Laurent notices Daphne walking with her mother as they proceed. Helene refuses to have a hormone sandwich with Laurent in his room when he tries to kiss her. She reveals to him that she is older than Laurent and that she is longing to fall in love. She then exits the room. After breakfast is served to their room the following morning, Laurent walks in to give Clara hers while spying on her in the bathtub. When she finds out, she slaps him. Clara tells Laurent during breakfast that she will have a guest at noon. She is informed by Laurent that he will be traveling with the group to explore the sights. Laurent decides against leaving and stays inside the hotel to read a book. After eating lunch at the hotel and getting wasted, he returns to his room. He switches on the radio and drifts off to sleep. When Clara unexpectedly sees Laurent, she requests that her lover gets clothed. Clara leaves with her lover and writes a note to Laurent, telling him that she would be back after 2 days. Later that night, Laurent begins playing dress-up with Clara's undergarments, clothes, and makeup. The next day, Laurent sees Hubert at the hotel. Hubert asks Laurent where his mother is, as she seems to have driven off in a hurry with a guy last night. But Laurent lies that his older brother broke his leg. As they go into the banquet hall, they watch as Helene and Daphne dance together. Hubert tells Laurent that they are both lovers and that their mothers approve. Laurent cuts in and dances with Helene. While dancing, he tries to share salivas with her, but she stops him, saying people are watching. Laurent asks her if she is truly into women and not dudes. She tells him she'll slap him. As Helene goes to sit down, upset, Laurent asks Helene's mother if Helene is into women. That he wants to confirm what Hubert told him. This kid got some balls. As Laurent is reading a book afterwards in the room, Clara returns distraught. Laurent consoles Clara as she sobs after telling him about her breakup with her lover. She jokingly remarks that it is strange to discuss this with her son, but Laurent explains that they are also friends. After she has recovered, they share dinner in their room as Clara talks about how she and Charles met. After partying with everyone in town, dancing and drinking excessively to celebrate Bastille Day, Laurent and Clara have a hormone sandwich. Afterward, Clara assures him that this act won't happen again, but she also counsels against harboring regret. After Laurent leaves their room, he asks Helene for Daphne's room and spends the night there after making futile attempts to seduce Helene. The following morning, when Daphne's mother knocks on her door to wake them up, Laurent hastily gets dressed, bids Daphne farewell, and departs. Thomas, Mark, and Charles are in their hotel room when he walks in. Laurent gives Clara a quizzical look and then joins the rest of his family for breakfast as they all make fun of his appearance. Well, all I can say is Laurent is one lucky and crazy kid. That's all for today, guys. See you on the next one, and stay safe.